Mewdii people, welcome back to another video. Matter of fact, welcome back to another tutorial. I'm trying to get them out for y'all because that's what y'all asked for. So today I'm going to be doing a video showing you how to apply your base. So that'll be foundation, concealer, contour, powder, and setting spray. So if you want to figure out how to do that, then just keep on watching. Okay, but first things first, happy Juneteenth. I know that this is probably not going to go up on Juneteenth considering the fact that today is Juneteenth. And I don't think I'm going to edit the same day and have it up. That's fine. You know, I know my skill set. I know my energy level, all that. Plus, I got my COVID shot yesterday, so I'm just kind of out of it. Be glad that I was able to get up and do this video. I was like, Morgan, get up, get it done. So here we are. But do you guys like my Juneteenth inspired eyes? Oh, and my shirt. Can't get up here. It says melanin. It's backwards right now while I'm recording. Hopefully when I think it flips when you would think I would notice. Anyway, I'm rambling. But yes, happy Juneteenth. Did my edges, got the green hair, got the naturally dope earrings with Mother Africa. We're feeling a vibe today. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, if you have not already, you want to moisturize and prime. I do that using this right here. This is my moisturizer by The Ordinary. And my primer, if y'all didn't already know, you should know by now, Fenty Beauty. Okay. Now, you want to grab the foundation of your choice. I feel like I don't have to say this, but just in case I do, if there's anyone new, you want to grab a foundation that is close to your skin tone, plain and simple. Also, keep in mind that most foundations, if not all, do oxidize, which means that they get darker once the air hits them. So keep that in mind when you're shopping for foundation. You may be buying a shade that could be right on if you don't give it time to oxidize when you do your test patch to see how it looks. You may be out here looking crazy. Not that crazy because that's happened to me and I've been able to fix it with concealer, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, grab your foundation. So I have mine right here. The one I'm going to be using today is by Lancome. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. Here's the thing. There's like a big debate in the beauty world of brushes versus sponges. As y'all can see, I use both. I use the brush to spread it out and make sure that it's an even coat. And then I go over it with the Beauty Blender just to make sure there's no streaks. Usually there's not for the type of brush I have. It's a stippling brush. This is the Morphe M444 brush. And I use this to stipple, which really helps to make sure that I do not get any brush strokes on my face. But I be paranoid sometimes and I want to look good when I go out. So I go over it with my Beauty Blender. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Take your foundation. I hope this is not getting my hair. I think it now so I could be cute, but yeah, take this and just boom. Some people are full coverage, some people are light coverage. I consider myself medium, which means I like for you to blur my imperfections, but I still don't want to look, I don't want to say caked up because not all full coverage looks are caked up, but I can't say it any other way, so caked up. Okay. Now, if you've been watching me for a minute, then you know that I use setting spray throughout my whole entire routine. So now that I have this applied, I'm gonna take my setting spray, spray that all over, and then blend it in. Always make sure you get your neck. Always make sure you at least go to right here, you know, blend it out. Can't be out here with one color face and a different color neck, because believe it or not, your neck and face can be different colors. Matter of fact, different spots on your body can be different colors. So also keep that in mind, because sometimes that's what throws people off when they patch test too. Sometimes they patch test on their hand instead of their neck or even their face, which I understand we're not really doing with COVID, but keep that in mind because you can be looking one way when you're really another, and you don't want that to be noticeable. Okay, see, I'm just patting like that, stippling motions. This masks me though. I'm really trying to take your girl out. I had semi-decent skin and now I'm gonna blame it on wearing the mask. That's the only new thing. But wearing a mask has messed your girl up. I can put this back now. trying to be careful because I have on this white shirt. Don't want to look too crazy. Okay, all right. And again, like I said, I like to go over it with a beauty blender just for extra security purposes. It makes me feel better, so that's why I do it. But I'm usually pretty good. You definitely don't want to use a brush like this because you'll have streaks on your face. So get you something that you can stipple with. All right, now we're on to concealer. So this is our concealer choice. Fenty Beauty. And yeah, so with concealer, you want to apply it to the high points of your face. First of all, you definitely want to apply concealer and contour because there are some instances where if you apply your foundation, you look flat. There's no dimension to your face. Whereas when you have your natural face, when the sun hits it, you can see what points of your face are light, like here, 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 and here, versus which parts are darker, which is like right here on the edges, your cheeks, and your jaw. So that's where you want to, you know, apply the makeup. I'll go over it again when I get to the contour, but for right now, we're going to do concealer. And again, apply that to the high points in your face. Oh, see? High points, because that's where you can literally see how the light is hitting right here, my ring light. That's a high point. That's where you want to apply your concealer. So I'll let that sit for like a few seconds, you know, put my stuff away, figure out what's next, which is usually contour. So I get my tools ready for that. Then you take your beauty blender, sponge, whatever you have, whatever you want to call it, and you just blend it out. And this also helps to get rid of any fallout if you do it in this order. If you do eyes first and then face, it helps you to not have as much fallout on your face, which can be annoying. Now, fallout is when you're applying your shadows and it's literally falling off the brush onto your face. You can clearly, well, you can't tell, but earlier I had yellow and green down here because it fell off of the brush when I was applying it. So all I do was wipe it away and then apply my base. And it's like you can't tell that I had a yellow and green face, only on the eyes. See? Naturally light. I'll do the same thing in the T-zone. Get rid of that harsh line right here. And there you go. So now we have our high points. We're gonna go ahead and take our powder and set that. And the reason we wanna set that is so that it doesn't transfer as much and there's no creasing. Most of us, if not all of us here on Earth, have these crease lines right here, right underneath where we already applied our makeup. Like you see that right there? So if I don't set that, that's gonna crease and it's gonna be caked up right there. So you wanna make sure that you set and then brush away so that it's not transferable and not creasable, if that's a thing. You can take your beauty blender. I have one that has a flat, see, it's a flat surface, so that works perfectly for me. And I'm gonna try to do this without getting makeup on my shirt. This is typically why I get dressed after I do my makeup, but I don't wanna be looking crazy, especially since my eyes were already done. So I threw on this shirt, which again says melanin, shout out to us. And by us, I'm talking about us black folk, okay? Period. Okay, but let me go ahead and apply. And you wanna get it up in there. And also get in the corner of your nose because that can crease as well. And just set everywhere else that you concealed. Some people do call concealing highlight. I just don't because I use highlight, so I don't like to confuse myself or confuse other people with the terms. So I call that what I just did concealing, and I call highlight, which is where I take that, it's usually like a shimmery, dusty type thing, and I put that to my cheeks. I call that highlight. But I mean, to each his own. None of my business. Boom. Now our concealed areas are set. Oh. Got some on my shirt, but it's not noticeable. I just notice it because I know me. And then I don't like to let it sit too long because I don't like flashback or a white cast, which can happen when you take your pictures. Luckily, I don't really get that with the Fenty Beauty, which y'all know I stand Fenty Beauty. I don't really get that as bad with this, but just to be on the safe side, I don't like to let it sit too long. And then I just brush it away in the order in which I applied it. Oh, we're gonna, boom, see that? Beautiful. I don't like to say flawless because there's nothing out here that's flawless or perfect. But she's looking pretty darn good. I'm gonna just take it on this side. It's so hard to apply makeup sometimes with a nose ring because you don't want to get makeup on your nose ring and look crazy. But whatever. I'm not taking it out and I'm not gonna not wear makeup, so we makes it work. Boom. Now it's time for contour. So these are the brushes that I like to use. I did buy another one, but I just honestly, I don't like it as much as I like these two. I use these for my face, which is like basically my hollow cheekbone area and my forehead and my jaw. And then I have this brush, which goes along the side of my nose. It helps you to, you know, make that a little bit more slimmer. And I like a doop. What's that, like a button? Yes, that's what I meant, a button type thing like that. So take your contour of choice. Of course, mine is Fenty Beauty, the matchstick. I think this is espresso. Yes, an espresso. Now you don't want it to be too harsh and you don't want to apply it to the point to where it looks muddy. So I'm going to show you how I take a little bit on your brush. I just did like this. And I like to start by patting just to get that outline. Some people do like this, and that helps them to see. Sorry. But some people do like that. They do a little fishy face to help them to see. But since I know where my hollow points of my face are, I don't really need to do that. But see how that gives you definition? It gives you, you know, more of a shape to your face instead of it just being flat. Other side, just pat, pat, pat. Oh, we got some jaws, we got some cheekbones. We just out here looking chiseled and snatched. Boom. And I like to get a little bit underneath to hide that double chin. Nothing wrong with having one, but it doesn't mean I want to, you know, bring attention to it. If I can hide it, I'm gonna hide it. Boom. Now, our forehead isn't as big. If you're like me and you have a 12 head, definitely don't want to skip the step. Boom. So I'm done with that. Then I go in my small one. Oh, this part is a little tricky. I haven't mastered doing my nose contour yet because I always end up getting it all over. I'm gonna try my best. I just like to trace from the brow down like that. And then other side, brow down. Boom, a little bit on the button of the nose so that just kind of flows nicely. And then to be safe, I actually don't have to this time because I did this pretty good. I think it's because I know that y'all are watching and I'm doing a tutorial. I would take this brush. This is also a contour brush that I got in a kit from my sister. I think it was like Christmas or something. And I just would basically do like this to get rid of those harsh lines so that it blends between what's contoured, what's concealed, or what simply just has foundation on it. I would just do like that. But again, like I said, I don't need to, but just trying to get y'all to understand the point. And yeah, so this is the point. I actually forgot, so don't judge me. I usually do this after I conceal and then after I contour. I take my setting spray and I give a nice little layer. This is what happens when you have people watching you. You get nervous and forget. But I like to do that just to ensure that whatever I did on that layer is locked in before I go on top of it with something else. So typically I would have done those two sprays. I forgot, so I'm gonna do them right now. And boom. So now we set the whole face. yes, setting the whole face is just as important as setting the concealed places, because again, you don't want your makeup to transfer. Now, I'm not gonna lie, makeup transfer regardless, but if you can minimize that, you can lock in place and not have any creasing or anything like that, then why not? So I'll take my Fenty Beauty, I forgot what this is called. You would think, oh, soft matte powder foundation. Okay, I remember that for the next time. I take a brush, tap, 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 and I just lightly go over my entire face just to set everything in place. Don't forget that neck, because if your neck starts creasing, people are gonna clock you. Boom, boom, boom. I'm sorry if my earrings are loud in you guys' ears, but I am gonna look a little boy, so I have to do some earrings on. Boom, she is looking pretty good. I don't see any, well, I see a little bit of texture, but that's from my mask knee. I already can't say the word mask, so it's a little difficult. Fun fact, there are a lot of words that I say a little bit funny because I'm learning how to re-say them, because I used to have a lisp. I have this issue where I grind my teeth and I rub my tongue on the roof of my mouth in my sleep. So it causes my teeth to shift. Got braces, got that fixed. But there's still some things that are a little bit funny and awkward for me to say. So if you're wondering why I talk the way I do, fun fact, now you know. Boom, now we're on to highlight. Now this is the part that just makes like a baddie, okay? Like a whole entire baddie. I think I'm gonna go with a staple. I don't even know if they sell this anymore, but if y'all know, y'all know. Gold Deposit by MAC is that girl, okay? So I'm gonna take a brush. This is my Fenty Beauty brush. Don't remember which one this is called. Oh, foundation. I don't use it for foundation because again, I don't like brush strokes. Excuse me. So I use it for highlight. Pick up some, angle your face so you can see where that light is hitting. And that's where you need to apply it. And just, girl, do you see that? Do you see that? Boom, 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 boom. I like to do this in patting motions, and I like to basically dab and move as I do it so that what I'm applying isn't a harsh line. See how it kind of blends in with everything? It's not like a line of highlight. I can't stand that. Little on the nose because we're trying to get that button action. Cupid's bow. Here, you can even put some on your brow bone, which I do from time to time when I remember. Oh, there you go. That is it for the face. Let me just apply my lips while we're here because why not? I think I'm gonna do a berry today. I usually do like nudes. I actually did a tutorial about this on TikTok, so if you're not following me there, make sure you stay tuned for my end screen so you can see what my TikTok is. I believe it's Lil Merm 94, but I could be lying. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot of behind the scenes content on there, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Back to these lips. Okay, I think we're gonna do either cookie jar or fruit snacks from Fenty. Let's see. I think we're gonna do fruit snacks. Looks like that. Let me take it out so you can actually see. Okay, she's cute. She's a nice berry, wine-ish type of thing. So, boom, boom. I may redo this look tomorrow for church because I surely did not record this look, and it's low-key a banger. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll record it for TikTok because nobody wants to see the same look that you already see now. And you already seen me apply my base, so. Ooh. Who is she? Boom. Boom. But that is it on how to apply your base. I hope this was helpful and very informative. If not, please reach out to me. I will answer any questions that you may have. I'm not a professional. I just learned by trial and error in YouTube. So we're gonna be in the same boat basically. But again, any questions, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to me. But I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to another video. I just really like my eyes. I think I'm gonna do a TikTok tomorrow. And I will see you on the next one.